Imagine waking from a nightmare. I mean, a really vivid one. It feels almost real. You're on this windswept terrace, there's acid rain hitting your helmet, and this dark figure, well, a young man, in black, he's confronting you.
Yeah.
He says, "The Emperor is dead. All that was his is now yours." But then you hear this low voice familiar behind you mutter, "You are both wrong." Chilling. And then this cackling laughter starts, fires erupting all around you, burning inward, and the young man screams, "Father, help me!" You just squeeze your eyes shut. You smell circuits fusing, roasting flesh. You're desperate for that laughter to stop.
Wow.
And you might not believe this, that's a dream. It's Darth Vader's dream.
Yeah, it's kind of a shocking place to start for, the Dark Lord of the Sith.
Right, but it gives us this incredible glimpse into the layers we're going to peel back today.
Absolutely. And it's a fantastic opening to the source material we're diving into. Ryder Windham's Star Wars, The Rise and Fall of Darth Vader. This book, it's meticulously compiled, and it gives us this really unique perspective, not just on the villain, the icon.
But on the complex man he once was. And crucially, how he became that feared enforcer.
And that's our mission for this deep dive, isn't it? We want to unpack that whole journey. We're tracing the key moments, the really pivotal choices, the big influences that took Anakin Skywalker from this promising kid to that terrifying figure, and then ultimately to that final massive decision he makes.
Exactly.
So get ready for maybe some surprising facts and hopefully an aha moment about how powerful dreams can be and, well, the real weight of the choices we make.
Definitely looking forward to it.
So let's start right at the beginning. Let's contrast Vader's chilling nightmare with another dream, one from way earlier. This one's Anakin Skywalker's, the young boy.
Okay.
In his dream, he's soaring. Rocky terrain, strange open vehicle, leading a race under twin suns, and he just knows instinctively, I'm a pilot, I'm going to win.
Yeah.
That dream of just pure flight, pure victory, it feels so prophetic, doesn't it? What do you think that tells us about who he was deep down, even before everything else happened? Well, it's fascinating because Wyndham's account, it wasn't just a random dream. It was a reflection of his innate connection to piloting, a real natural gift.
Right.
But the reality, for young Anakin on Tatooine, it was anything but idyllic. He and his mother, Shmi, they were slaves. And while slavery was technically illegal in the Republic, out in the Outer Rim territory, well, it was rampant, total lawless region, the Republic's rules didn't mean much.
Like the Wild West, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. And Shmi herself, she'd been a slave almost her whole life, captured by pirates when she was young. She did have a kind former master, Pylipa, who taught her technical skills, valuable stuff, and apparently planned to free her.
Oh, what?
And sadly died before she could.
That's rough. And despite this brutal reality, what really stands out about Anakin's abilities as a kid, he seemed to just soak everything up.
He was incredibly observant, yeah, just eagerly absorbing every bit of knowledge he could get about the desert, the people, the tech, everything. And it's clear from the book that he really believed knowledge was the only way out, the only path to freedom for him and his mom.
He learned from some pretty unlikely teachers, too. Right?
Oh, absolutely. You had the Sand People, the Tusken Raiders, nomadic, mysterious with those masks and fierce reputation. And then the Jawas, diminutive, malodorous, scavenging scrap. Anakin learned a ton just watching them. He got this reputation really quickly for fixing stuff, discarded appliances, even amazed other slaves with his skills.
And then there's that really poignant moment, isn't there, when he finds C-3PO? Just a pile of junk, basically. What was his reaction?
What's really striking is his immediate empathy. He saw the droid as torn up and busted and just felt sad for it. His mother, Shmi, she was practical at first, like, do we really need this project? But then she gives him this really powerful lesson, one that sticks. Unless you're prepared to care for something, you don't deserve to have it.
Wow, that's huge.
It is. And it's not just some cute childhood story. That simple act, caring for something broken, it planted a seed in him that, well, despite everything, it never totally died out.
And 3PO was quite the project back then.
Oh, yeah. No plating, one eye, always worried, super talkative, quite the handful.
And it makes sense then that his dream foreshadowed pod racing, which was like the Super Bowl of Mos Espa, right?
Yeah.
Huge crowd.
Totally. Yeah. Biggest attraction around. And Anakin was unique. He became the only human to actually race a pod racer and survive.
Incredible.
A real testament to those innate skills Windham details. But, he struggled early on, lots of frustration, especially with his rival, Sebulba.
How?
Always cheating, always winning. Yeah.
So you've got this kid, extraordinary potential, but trapped in slavery. It's such a powerful setup for what's coming. Okay, so we've got the harsh reality of Tatooine setup. But then we see Anakin's first, real act of heroism. It gives you a hint of the Jedi he could have been. He sneaks C-3PO out to help rescue an injured Tusken Raider. And the book points out he's surprisingly not scared facing the Sand People. But then right after, he has this internal thought, I'm not afraid of anything. But almost immediately, this other realization hits him.
Yeah.
He's scared sometimes. Scared for his mother. Scared about what he might become if he lost her.
Yeah, and that early conflict is so telling, isn't it? He's fearless for himself, but terrified for his mom. That's kind of the first crack you see.
Exactly.
It shows how even compassion can become a vulnerability. It's a tragic irony that follows him. And this is right around when Qui-Gon Jinn shows up.
Right, with Padme, Jar Jar, R2-D2.
And Anakin's first words to Padme, now famous, "Are you an angel?"
Classic. And Qui-Gon, being a Jedi Master, he immediately senses the Force in Anakin. Huge power. Recognizes something extraordinary.
And that power is just fully on display at the Boonty Eve Classic. The book calls it the most dangerous race Anakin had ever flown in, a vicious free-for-all.
Total chaos.
Yeah. His engines died at the start. Terrifying. But he shows incredible skill, resourcefulness, catches up, fixes his ship mid-race with a magnetic retriever after debris hits him.
Amazing.
And pulls off this thrilling win over Sebulba.
And that win is everything because it leads directly to his freedom. Qui-Gon won that bet with Watto.
Right.
And secured Anakin's release. But here's the heartbreaking part the book highlights. Watto refuses to free Shmi too. She gets left behind.
Oh, man.
Creating this immediate awful choice for Anakin. And Shmi's words, they're just gut-wrenching. My place is here. My future is here. It is time for you to let go and don't look back.
Oof. Just devastating. And he also has that quick, scary encounter with Darth Maul on Tatooine, sees Qui-Gon fight him. That had to leave a mark.
Absolutely. A glimpse of the darkness out there. And then, boom, his life shifts dramatically. He's off to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant.
Yeah.
Learning about the energy field, light side, dark side, the midi-chlorians determining power. And he learns about the prophecy of the Chosen One, the Jedi who destroy the Sith, bring balance.
And his midi-chlorian count is off the charts, right?
Higher than anyone known, even Yoda. So, naturally, some start thinking maybe he's the one. But despite all that power, the book consistently points out his challenges. The arrogance, the impatience, just difficulty following Jedi rules.
And that's the core conflict right there, isn't it? The Jedi rules. No attachment, no strong emotions. But that clashes completely with his deep love for his mother and, let's be honest, his desire for glory, too.
Exactly.
How do you follow a path demanding detachment when your heart is just tied so tightly to someone else? It's a tension that just builds and builds.
It's a huge challenge for him. And the Jedi Council, they seem pretty cold about freeing Shmi. Obi-Wan tries to explain, freeing one might cause more harm. They have to answer to the Senate. The Senate doesn't care about Tatooine.
Yeah, but you can see Anakin chafing against that.
Totally. He's thinking, why do the Jedi have to answer to anybody? That questioning of authority starts early.
And all this, his power, his questioning, it makes him a prime target for Chancellor Palpatine.
Oh, absolutely. Palpatine starts showing interest. The book talks about his flattery, the subtle manipulation, constantly telling Anakin he's the most gifted, destined for greatness.
Setting the stage.
Precisely. Laying the groundwork for a critical turn later on. So let's jump ahead. The Clone Wars are raging, Dooku's leading the Separatists, and the Jedi still haven't found this mysterious Darth Sidious. Anakin's 20 now, and he's reunited with Padme.
Right. This is when things get really complicated. You've got the political turmoil, Dooku's Separatists, assassination attempts on Padme, which ironically push Anakin and Padme closer.
Yep, rekindling that forbidden love, and then the secret marriage.
While all this is happening, Anakin's nightmares about his mother get worse, more vivid.
Tragically foreshadowing what's actually happening to her. Her suffering, her death, it's awful. And Yoda's advice to him is just stark. Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose.
Easy for him to say. For Anakin, with Padme, that feels impossible.
Completely impossible. He's already struggling with attachment.
Which leads him to make that desperate, unauthorized trip back to Tatooine. He defies the council to find his mother. What does he find?
It's just heartbreaking. He finds Shmi beaten terribly, dying right there in his arms. Her last words to him, "My son, I'm so proud of you, Ani."
Oh, God. And the book makes it clear. This is the moment, the true turning point into darkness.
Yeah.
That grief just explodes.
Into uncontrollable rage, yeah. And he confesses it to Padme. It's chilling, not just the men, but the women and the children, too. They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them.
That's horrific.
And what's really disturbing, reading the account, isn't just the act itself. It's the twisted satisfaction he finds in it, like a relief, unleashing that raw power. It's a profound shift.
The point of no return, almost.
Feels like it. And later, on Geonosis, his impatience gets the better of him again. He rushes Dooku, loses his arm.
Brutal. Another step towards Vader.
A direct foreshadowing of that cybernetic form. But even then, facing death in the arena, Padme confesses her love. I truly, deeply love you. And that gives him something to live for, a reason to keep going.
It's this flicker of light, but it doesn't last, does it? Because Palpatine is right there, ready to manipulate that fear.
Oh, absolutely. He subtly feeds Anakin's fear of loss with the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Right, the Sith Lord, who could supposedly influence midichlorians to create life.
And even keep the ones he cared about from dying. He dangles that possibility right in front of Anakin.
And then the hook. Is it possible to learn this power? Palpatine knows exactly what Anakin needs to hear.
And gives him that damning seductive answer. Not from a Jedi.
Game over, really.
Pretty much. That's the final push. Anakin's torn, desperate to save Padme from those nightmares. He pledges himself to Palpatine to get that power. He becomes Darth Vader.
And then the horrors just cascade.
The Jedi Temple purge, killing everyone left. The assassination of the separatist leaders on Mustafar. The Galactic Empire is declared.
And it all culminates in that awful, iconic duel on Mustafar with Obi-Wan. What were Obi-Wan's last words to him in that fight?
Just heartbreaking. You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. Vader survives, barely. Burned. Maimed by the lava. His hatred is literally keeping him alive.
And the reconstruction.
Yeah.
The book describes it as excruciating.
Performed without anesthetics, he feels everything. Blades, bones replaced, lasers grafting limbs, just screaming the whole time.
Horrifying.
And when he's finally encased in that black suit, Palpatine delivers the final, cruelest blow. He lies, blames Vader for Padme's death. It seems in your anger you killed her.
Oh, that's just evil.
Devastating. That lie, plus being trapped in the suit, unable to feel, unable to cry, it cements his turn. He fully embraces the dark side.
Yeah.
No love, no connection left.
The transformation is complete. Anakin is gone. Darth Vader is born. So Anakin Skywalker, the boy who dreamed of flying, is gone. Now, it's all about Darth Vader, the Emperor's right hand, his enforcer. His name alone becomes terrifying across the galaxy.
Absolutely. People whisper about him, speculate. Is he a droid? A gladiator? Some public figure hiding his face? Nobody really knows who or what he is, but they know fear.
And his early missions are brutal.
Just ruthless. Hunting down any Jedi who survived Order 66, overseeing Imperial atrocities. The poisoning of Cadril, the genocide on Faline, where like 200,000 natives were killed. Just horrific stuff.
Does he ever think about challenging Palpatine?
Oh yeah, the desire is there. The Sith rule of two kind of implies it. But the account makes it clear Vader realizes Palpatine's power is just immense, overwhelming. Not yet.
And this is also when the first Death Star is being built.
Yeah.
Grand Moff Tarkin has his rule by fear idea.
Right. But Vader, he's almost disdainful of this technological terror. He knows the true power lies in the Force. That famous line to Admiral Mahdi.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Yeah.
Classic Vader.
Then the hunt for the stolen Death Star plans leads him back. Back to Tatooine and to Princess Leia.
And there's a chilling detail here in Windham's account, isn't there? About who bought the droids carrying the plans.
Yeah, it's brutal. Vader discovers the droids were bought by Owen and Beru Lars, his own step family.
Wow.
And his reaction, ice cold, orders them killed, watches their homestead burn on a hologram, thinking they needed to pay for their repeated weaknesses. Just zero hesitation. Utterly ruthless.
That's dark. And then the Death Star shows its power. Alderaan.
Gone. Wiped out. Tarkin's cold calculation, Vader's respect for that ruthlessness. It's a terrifying demonstration of Imperial might.
Truly. But then a ghost from the past appears.
Oh.
Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Death Star.
Vader feels it right, a tremor in the Force. He recognizes his old master.
And their final duel. Obi-Wan's famous line.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. And then he just vanishes. Becomes one with the Force.
Which must have shaken Vader. But then comes a real shock, finding out who destroyed the Death Star.
Luke Skywalker. Vader starts digging, connects Luke's age to Padme's pregnancy.
And realizes the Emperor lied.
Exactly. Lied about Padme, lied about the baby dying. Suddenly, Luke isn't just an enemy pilot. He's an opportunity, a potential ally to overthrow the Emperor.
So he starts trying to capture Luke. There's a duel on Menbon mentioned.
Right. Significant because Vader experiences Force lightning for the first time, amplified by this Kyber crystal, a rare gem that focuses Force energy intensely.
Yet Luke deflects it.
He does. But the real kicker, the absolute aha moment for Vader, the game changer. He loses his hand to Luke and sees Luke holding his old lightsaber, Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber.
Oh, wow. Seeing that must have hit him like a ton of bricks. The connection. Undeniable.
Undeniable. Everything changes in that instant. The truth is out.
And that realization, that confirmation, it sets up everything that follows.
Yeah.
The final act. So Vader now knows Luke is his son. He sets that trap on Cloud City, uses Han Solo as bait.
Right. Tortures Han to lure Luke in. It's brutal, all designed to push Luke into confronting him.
But there's another fascinating little detail around this time. Vader finds C-3PO again, reassembled.
Yeah. And even though he'd ordered the droid destroyed earlier, the book says he recognizes Anakin's handiwork. He remembers Shmi's words about responsibility. Unless you're prepared to care for something, you don't deserve to have it.
That lesson again.
And he does this weirdly subtle thing, delivers the droid parts to Chewbacca's cell. It's like this tiny flicker of Anakin buried deep down. A moment of care.
It's a perfect callback, isn't it? A hint that maybe something's still in there. And then, of course, the big one. Carbon freezing chamber. No, Luke. I am your father.
Iconic, unforgettable. And the impact on Luke is immense, obviously. But what's also interesting is Vader, for all his power, he didn't see Luke's refusal coming. Luke choosing to leap into that abyss rather than join him.
He couldn't predict that love, that defiance.
Seems not. Meanwhile, the Emperor's still pulling strings, building a new Death Star, setting a trap for the rebels at Endor.
And Vader's wrestling with himself now, isn't he? He kind of hopes Luke will join him. Maybe they can take out the Emperor together.
Yeah.
The rule of two.
Exactly. That internal conflict is really ramping up.
But Luke chooses a different path. He surrenders on Endor, tries to reach his father. Search your feelings, father. You can't do this. I feel the conflict within you.
Yeah, Luke senses it. But Vader's reply is just tragic. It is too late for me, son. So much weight in those words.
Which brings us to the throne room, the final confrontation.
The Emperor is just loving it, right? Goading Luke, trying to push him to the dark side. Then Luke makes that stand. I will not fight you, father.
Powerful moment.
And the book describes Vader's own struggle then. He knows he can't let Luke defeat me, but also won't let the Emperor have him. He's trapped.
Until the ultimate turning point. Luke refuses to kill the Emperor, stands defiant, even as Palpatine tortures him with Force lightning.
Right. And Vader watches, sees his son, who loves him, about to die. And in that instant, that pure, selfless love he thought was gone forever, it breaks through.
The book says.
He was Darth Vader no more. He was Anakin Skywalker.
Chills. Every time.
He grabs the Emperor, endures that agonizing Sith lightning himself, arcing back onto his own suit, and throws Palpatine down the reactor shaft.
Heroic. But the cost is immense.
Yeah, the lightning destroys his life support, but the Emperor is gone.
And then that final poignant scene, redemption. Luke helps Anakin remove the mask.
You see Anakin's scarred face. The book mentions he's surprised to feel tears. He thought he couldn't cry anymore.
His last words, now, go my son, leave me.
And then, you already have, Luke. You were right about me. Tell your sister you were right. Just beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
And the narrative completes the circle. Anakin passes into the Force, guided by Obi-Wan. He fulfilled the prophecy. He ended the horror. Luke performs the funeral pyre, burning away the name of Darth Vader.
Allowing the name of Anakin Skywalker be a light that guides the Jedi.
Perfect.
And then that final image. Luke at the celebration, seeing the shimmering apparitions of Obi-Wan, Yoda, and Anakin Skywalker. Healthy, whole. The Jedi had returned.
What an ending.
What a journey we've covered today. Seriously. From that boy dreaming of flight, to the monster the galaxy feared, and then finally, a father's sacrifice. Love winning out.
It's incredibly profound.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What does Anakin's story ultimately tell us about destiny versus choice? How much was set in stone, and how much did he decide?
That's the core question, isn't it? It resonates through his whole life. And maybe a final thought for you listening out there, something to chew on after this deep dive.
Yep.
How might things have been different if Qui-Gon Jinn hadn't died in that duel with Maul on Naboo? What if he had been the one to mentor Anakin all along?